This week, we're on the edge of the hill country, and I'm telling you, it's definitely the hill country in Texas. We're close to Burnet, Texas, at a state park that I've been trying to get to for a long time. Stacy's been here, she's talked about it. She has fond memories of it. And I'm telling you guys, talking about some awesome hiking and some awesome stuff to do in the water, and listed as a CCC park as well, but yeah, I don't know so much about that. We're going to discuss that and more, so stick around as we show you around Inks Lake State Park.
So it's turning into a beautiful evening, and today we are going to do some hiking. We're starting out with the Devil's Waterhole Nature Trail. It's only a 0.2 mile trail, takes you down to Devil's Waterhole, and then you can pick up other trails from there. Let's check it out. It's super convenient. They have a parking lot literally right here by the trailhead, as well as one of the new restrooms just a short walk away. So we really like that. You know you're in a serious area when you see something like this. This is the Devil's Waterhole, and you can swim here. There are rocks and things underwater, so you got to be careful jumping in, but beautiful.
If you have an emergency.
There you go. If you got an emergency, this is where you come.
That's cool.
That won't be me.
Me neither. I don't really think the camera can capture all this, but this area is spectacular. If you're ever at Inks Lake, you have got to come down to the swimming hole.
Devil's Waterhole.
Yeah.
Very easy walk, really.
Oh, yeah.
Not even hike. Walk to get down here. The trail is great. Crushed granite, like so many things around here.
Yeah, and then
And this is the payoff.
this is the payoff. Wow.
Yeah.
Short hike, big payoff.
Yes. And you know, if you want to get in the water, there is an easier way than jumping in. You can just
yeah.
wander in. And they said it's very cold, so refreshing during the summer.
Yep. All right.
Let's move on.
Let's move on. Find another trail. So now we're going to go on the Valley Spring Trail, and on our handy park map or trail map, it calls this easy. Easy? Really? Well, let's give this easy trail a try.
So the trail sign said, hike to the top of the rock and then follow the signs. So I guess any path up to the top.
Yep, just kind of pick your path.
This reminds me of Garner State Park and some of the hiking we did there.
Oh, for sure.
Woohoo! We found the trail. So for those of you from outside of Texas, that is a Texas bluebonnet. And spring is bluebonnet season. It's a huge deal in Texas. It's the state flower. And this weekend, we happen to be here at the perfect time because this coming weekend is the Burnet Bluebonnet Festival. Woohoo! Yes, please.
Wow.
I don't know if you can see them back in the distance over there, but there's some folks sitting on the rocks. And where they are sitting, there's actually a little bit of a waterfall.
Yeah, they said the water's higher, obviously. You can see a lot more significant waterfalls here, but
Yeah, they call that the Valley Spring Creek Waterfall. And this is basically where Spring Creek and Inks Lake meet over at Devil's Water Hole, where we were the first while ago. So we've just come a little bit up inland here, and you can see there's a little bit of water. There's another swimming area, I guess, down there where the waterfall drops in.
wow.
How about this rock, though, huh?
This must be what they're talking about with the park we just came from, which was Black Rock.
So yes, Black Rock Park, which is literally 11 miles from this park, I think, where we were last week. It's called Black Rock Park because right across from the road from there, there's also a lot of granite. And I guess as it ages, I'm not sure why it's black on the top. We're gonna have to do some research on that because it's not black when it's cut into, but super interesting. That's obviously, I bet you're right, that's where it got its name. So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description.
These are the falls we were talking about earlier. It is dry in this area right now. There's actually a burn ban. But man, you can imagine if the water was higher, what these falls would be like. Where I'm standing right now, I'm sure has water coming over it on several occasions.
Where those people are standing there is where we came from.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see, but there's people way up there. And yeah, that's where we were just a few moments ago. This does kind of remind me of McKinney Falls. We obviously did a video on that part, but the rock formations and stuff, very similar, and the falls going through the rocks, don't you think?
Oh, and this is stunningly beautiful.
Yeah, and this is a good time to see it. I mean, the sun is behind the camera here in our face, but it is, yeah.
And I
beautiful.
saw fish. I mean, the water's super clear. I could see the fish swimming down below us here. And so the first piece of the trail that came from the parking area to Devil's Water Hole was super easy.
Yeah.
Once you get past that, it's a bit more challenging.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it easy.
No, but it
It's-
is definitely worth it.
Oh, it's worth it. Yeah, if you can do it, it's definitely worth doing.
Wear your good shoes with traction.
Yep.
So I first came to Inks Lake, oh gosh, I don't know, early or mid 90s, and that's the last time I've been here. And what I remember about the park was my experience hiking. But honey, what do you think? First time hiking at Inks Lake, what's your impression?
Super big thumbs up. Loved it. I mean, this was not a long hike, but it reminded me a little bit of Garner, a little bit of McKinney Falls. Awesome. One of my top hikes that I've taken in Texas State Park happened right here. My first hike in Inks Lake. I strongly recommend it.
We're going down to the amphitheater. This is totally unique. And they do have lights.
Yep, they got lights.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Amphitheater with a view.
That's for sure.
So we came down to the park store here at Inks Lake. We got our life jackets. We rented a pedal boat. They also have kayaks and canoes, but we haven't been able to be on a pedal boat in a while, so we chose that. It was $15 for an hour here within the cove, and we got a discount off of that with our Texas State Parks Pass. So clock is ticking. Let's get out there.
What color do you want?
Let's see. What about red?
It's fine. Okay, well, we're out here on the water. I thought I'd take this time to explain to you from at the beginning when I said the CCC, maybe not so much. The CCC came out to this area and they started by building Longhorn Cavern State Park.
Which is just 6 miles away from here.
Yep, and also the road, right?
And Historic Park Road 4.
Yeah.
Which is pretty darn amazing.
Yeah, and once they got done with that, then they came in to start doing this park, and they laid down some roads and stuff. But right after they got started, World War II broke out, and so they had to stop. And so once they stopped, then I guess it sat for a little while until after World War II, and luckily the state of Texas picked it back up.
Yep, the Texas State Parks Board came out and finished the park here at Inks Lake.
So that's why when we were looking around, we didn't really see what appeared to be a CCC park, because they didn't build any structures.
Right.
Just some of the roads and stuff in here. So yeah, you may call it a CCC park, but it really doesn't look like the traditional CCC park that you think about. But it's still a wonderful park.
Oh my gosh, yes it is. And just the thought of the park roads and everything, the Park Road 4 coming in, that attaches this to Longhorn Cavern State Park, as well as on either side between Burnett and over by Marble Falls. Pretty darn amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. Beautiful drives.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, so right over here, some of the awesome RV camping here right on the lake. Check this out.
I don't know if we've ever shown you campsites by water before.
No, but I think those are got to be some of the best sites in the park for camping.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool. Okay, now on the other side of the lake, we want to show you a couple of campsites over here that are pretty cool as well. Yeah, I'd say this is a good little cardio and leg workout.
Yeah, it's a beautiful way to spend an hour on a stunning day. We couldn't ask for better weather.
That's for sure. I mean, I'm now overdressed. You don't need long sleeves.
I'm good.
Stacy's good. It's probably about 70 degrees, and I mean, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Yes, it is. Definitely recommend doing this while you're here in the park.
Yeah. Now they only on Fridays while we're here, they only rent till 3 o'clock,
and I believe that's Fridays and Saturdays till 3.
And the other days during the week it's till 2.
Right.
So we were coming down here a couple days ago to rent, and we were actually gonna do the kayaks that day, but it was already closed, so
yeah.
We missed it.
You rent them at the park store, which is kind of in the middle of the park, and yeah, you just got a plan.
Yep.
And you know, I don't know, maybe during the summer they do more expanded hours. We're here in early April.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure they probably do.
But tons of fun.
Tons of fun, yeah. And they got a lot of them.
And you can also just bring your own. If you've got, you know, a kayak or a paddleboard that you want to put in the lake, you can do it from right here by the park store as well. We've seen several folks come and do that.
Yeah, easy put in right there.
So one thing we've definitely noticed while we've been on this boat, and we've seen this in other areas of the park, but the water is extremely clear here. I mean, I don't think it's very deep here, but I could be wrong. It is, you can see the rocks, you can see the plants that are growing down there under the water, the fish.
Yeah, so a guy was on the pier the other day and he said he was sight fishing. So if he sees a fish, then he goes after it.
Yeah, exactly. He and a bass were squaring off. They had been watching each other.
Well, he caught him twice. He was trying to catch him a third time.
And I see a turtle head bobbing up over there.
Yeah. There you go. Now don't make for a viral video.
Anything's possible. Whee! We made it from our 1 hour tour.
Yeah. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. So today we're checking out the bird blind at Inks Lake State Park. There are 2 ways to reach this bird blind. By Park Road 4, which is the historic park road that the CCC built between Longhorn Cavern and Inks Lake, and 29 and out toward Marble Falls. You get a gate code from the park headquarters if you want to come in that way, and there's a little parking area right at the gate coming into the bird blind. You can also take the trails from the Devil's Backbone Nature Trail. You can come into this area as well, and let's go see what they've got going on today. It's a little late in the day. It's about 2:10 in the afternoon, so we'll just see what we can find. So this is an inside wildlife viewing / bird blind area. And some of it has glass between you and the birds. However, on either side, there are these areas that you can put your lens right through to get a cleaner shot if you're into photography.
Well, not a lot of birds. I saw a cardinal and stuff right now because it's in the afternoon. Probably the mornings are the best time, but this has got to be the nicest bird blind I've ever seen. And obviously with the combination where you can view it through the glass or you can go to the sides to take pictures, you know, where you don't have the glass in your picture. Really, really cool. Well worth the stop. I mean, if you can't go on the trail, get that code and come in. That's what we did this time. We got the code and we came in off the main road. And yeah, wow, this is really something else. mojito for Stacy.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice night.
and a bourbon black cherry vanilla for me.
Oh my.
Yes. Okay.
Welcome to our campsite here at Inks Lake State Park. This is site number 218, and yes, there are a lot of campsites here in this park. This is a 30 and 50 amp electric and water site, which is pretty standard for this section of the park. There are no full hookup sites here other than some of the Park Coast sites. And there is a dump station near Central Park, as they call it, where the park store is and the snow cone stand and the playground and all of that. So on our way out of the park, we'll be able to stop at the dump station. There are also sites here that are electric only, that are for tents, and there are some water only sites down on the other end of the park that offer their water only campsites for tents and RVs under 26 feet. There's also primitive hike-in sites. So there's a lot of different campsites here at this park. We have absolutely loved our stay here at Inks Lake. It's been over 20 years since I've been here, and I can guarantee you it will not be another 20 years before we come back again. It has been tremendously clean. The entire park has been spotless during our stay. The bathrooms have been amazing. There are a ton of restrooms and bathhouses throughout this park, and they've all been really clean every time we've gone in them. It has just been an amazing stay, and we love, love, love the hiking. So put this one on your list to visit for sure. We cannot wait to come back, and we hope you're gonna join us for more adventures. We've got some great stuff coming up soon, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, y'all, safe travels and happy camping. Bye.